I'm Mavergeorge, and this is your SHTV News.
We had a successful conference with Dr. Blake. We would like to thank her for taking time out of her busy day to sit down with the student body.
So I was wondering what you think about high schoolers starting later in the day and getting out later in the day.
Yeah, so it's interesting that you asked the question because my son brought this up the other day. So I think there was people are talking about this again because it used to be a really hot topic. I don't know that I think there isn't some merit to the fact that high school could start later and it might benefit the kids. That's something you guys want to research, you should.
Before we only had 30-minute lunch, so that would even be an option if we had enough time. But now that we have an hour lunch, it's like our school is so full of kids. I think it would be beneficial for kids to have at least not even like an hour off of where they can go off campus, but maybe 30 minutes just to breathe, because we're in there for the whole day.
In the school, what would happen is the principal would research that with their students and their teachers, and then if they decided that was something they would want to do, then they would want to work with central administration, and then ultimately that has to go to our board of trustees. They're a little reluctant to do it just because I think they worry about safety. Teachers signed up to be teachers because they love kids and they want kids to do great in life. They want to teach, they want to work with young kids, they want to make sure that they're successful. They did not go into education to police bad people. And the fact of the matter is, everyone talks about school shootings, and yes, we've had some and it's very unfortunate, but the vast majority of emergencies we deal with are not that. So I would hate to see Ms. Cummings walk around burdened with a gun, having to police safety, when that's really not what we hired her to do. Yes?
Students at the Guthrie Center expressed concerns about not all schools in the district being on the same bell schedule. How would you feel about all of them being on?
Stratford kids probably have it the worst because they're actually missing, I understand, a portion of the class. Is that true? Yeah, so that's not really fair. So how do you still allow people to do the things they need to do to meet the needs of their community and their kids, but provide some consistency so that kids are not missing class? There's got to be a way to do it. I'm not sure I have that answer. Sometimes it happens late. It just does. And there's not anything we can do about it. But always know, if you hear people complain about that, as long as I'm the superintendent, I am never, ever, 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 ever going to make a decision that compromises the safety of our teachers, our kids, or any of our staff members. And if that means I have to call school at 3 a.m., that's too bad. I'm going to call school at 3 a.m. But I feel as passionately about that as I do about teachers not carrying guns. It is always going to be about safety. So if you guys are in school, it's because we believed it was a safe decision to make. But if you're not in school, it's because we didn't think it was safe or we couldn't staff the buildings. And so then it's not safe because there's nobody here. And then lastly, sometimes that happens at an inopportune time, but we do the best we can to make the very best decision to make sure everybody's safe. So it's always going to be about that. Hey Stratford, we are so grateful for your student reporters and for your representatives and for them coming today to speak with me. I learned a lot. Your questions are really, really great, and I really appreciate you submitting them. I would encourage you always to ask questions when you don't understand something or you want to have more information about something or you simply want to advocate to do something differently at your campus or at the system level. We really depend on our kids. We value your opinion, and we're just so very grateful of your student representatives that were here today. They did an amazing job on your behalf, and we're just really, really proud of them. So with that said, go Spartans. We know you're going to have a great year.
Now for one of our favorite parts of the show. Here's Ryan and Emma with a Thanksgiving trivia with a twist.
Go. Dance.
Bye. This is the intro.
I don't know it.
I got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, lamb, raw, beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, chicken, turkeys.
Hi, my name's Mr. Petzel. I teach math.
My name is Coach Sportz. I coach dual enrollment U.S. history, and I coach football and baseball.
My name is Coach Payne, and I teach college prep math, and I'm the tennis coach.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Salick, and I teach science electives, like aquatic science.
I'm Coach Humphreys. What else am I supposed to say? Okay. Coach Humphreys, I teach world geography to the freshmen.
What was the name of the ship the Pilgrims sailed on?
I'll go with the Mayflower.
What
This
city?
has me nervous.
What city was the very first Thanksgiving celebrated in?
Plymouth.
What is the name of the Native American that helped the Pilgrims?
Oh, good. Let's go with Sacagawea. No.
I'm sorry, Mr. Pencil.
Who did I want to say?
Ready? Should we say who it is?
It was Toronto!
That's good. It's cold too.
What was the name of the Native American that helped the Pilgrims?
Squanto.
Which president was the first to give a turkey a presidential pardon?
Abraham Lincoln.
How many days was the first, in a span of days? How many?
3.
According to the Guinness World Records, how long is the largest pumpkin pie ever baked?
I have no idea. I have no answer. Oh gosh.
Shorts. 1,
How about just go down? What day is Thanksgiving celebrated on?
The 4th Thursday of November.
What is the name of the bone that is broken for good luck during Thanksgiving?
The wishbone.
What year did the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade begin?
Thanksgiving.
Is Thanksgiving usually celebrated on?
The 4th Thursday.
What is the name of the bone that is broken for good luck during Thanksgiving?
The wishbone.
What state consumes the most amount of turkey?
Oh, good question. We're gonna say Texas. All right, here we go.
Do it lightly.
Perfect.
Okay. What city was the very first Thanksgiving celebrated in?
Plymouth.
What was the name of the Native American that helped the Pilgrims?
That would be Pocahontas. Am I wrong? Oh, wait. Was that the one, oh my gosh. It's not Sacagawea. Close. Just hit me.
Pieing in the face. Success.
Wow, that was great. Thanks to all of our contestants.
Here's Payne to talk about our Stratford basketball season so far.
What's up guys, Peyton from SHTV here, and here's your Stratford sports recap. Our girls cross country finished 13th in the state, and JV and varsity boys golf finished 1st and 3rd on the green this weekend. And varsity girls basketball came back from an early deficit in the 2nd quarter to beat Fort Bend Clemens. Here's some interviews news about the upcoming basketball season. What are you most excited for this upcoming season?
Brand new season, brand new team, fresh start. Look forward to working with all the kids in the program.
I would say I'm most excited just to have the team dinners again this year, hang out with the team.
I'm just excited to play with the team and bond with them over team dinners.
To work with our new coach.
Who are you most excited to play this year?
Probably most excited to play Memorial.
Do y'all feel y'all are ready to get the season to start?
Yeah, I think we're ready for the season. We've been preparing ever since August practice. Just building our chemistry as a team, and our offense is new this year. We've been working on that, and I think we're ready for the season to start.
I think at first we were kind of nervous because there was a lot of new people and a lot of seniors left. But I think as we practiced and got to know each other, we're getting better.
Absolutely.
Yes, very. Like I said, we have 7 returning varsity kids. All have a lot of experience. We've changed some things. Hopefully get some more W's and play towards our strengths, which is always important.
What do you think we're the strongest in this year?
Shooting. I always hear from other coaches how well we shoot. So we've got 7 kids returning from varsity, plus a bunch of kids from JV and a freshman this year, which is something unusual for us. First one in 8 years, about 8 years that I can remember. So his name is Hawkins Polly.
What do you do to get your team ready before a game?
Well, Coach Kent and I do film study of our opponents, try to be as prepared as possible, put them through practices that are going to simulate what we'll see in games, and then for the game, day of the game, we kind of walk through everything. When we're in the locker room before the game, try to give them something motivational to help them play hard. That's about it.
What is the best thing about Stratford basketball?
John Troutman's facial hair.
Okay.
I'm sure to play Memorial December 17th, and it's a home game.
Let's check out what's happening with Friday Night Invite this week.
Hi, I'm Lizzie Flores, a member of Stratford High School's comedy sports team, and I'd like to invite you to join us tonight at Foster High School for our match. We're going to have some family-friendly fun. Tickets are $5 at the door, and the match starts at 7.
Hey everyone, I wanted to invite you to come out to the Orchestra Region concert this weekend at Cypher ISD. It starts at 7 o'clock. Be out there to support your departments.
Hey y'all, it's Emma from the Stratford swim team. I'd like to invite you out to the Stratford Can Challenge tonight at 5. Make sure to bring your cans.
Here's been Emma with our Spartan veterans. We really thank all of our veterans for the hard work that they have done.
I'm Coach Ratana. I do English 1, English 2, and I do football and track.
Hello, I'm Mr. Hall, and I work here at Stratford. I teach math in the math department, and I teach engineering in the career and technology department.
Hi, my name is Catherine Autry, and I work at Stratford. I am the counselor admin assistant, and I'm located on the 2nd floor in the college room.
I was in the Army. I served 7 years, 7 long years.
I was in the United States Air Force. I served for 4 years.
I was in the United States Air Force. I was a JTAC, it's a Joint Tactical Air Controller, and basically my job was to provide closed air support whenever we needed it. So if we were kind of like in a sticky spot and we needed a jet to drop some ordnance, it was my job to be boots on the ground, talking to the pilot, telling them where to drop the ordnance and how to drop it.
When I went in, I was a 2nd lieutenant, And then I was promoted later on to first lieutenant, and then I became a captain. And I was a captain when I got out of the Army.
I was actually a lieutenant when I separated, and I commissioned out of college. So when I was in college, I did the ROTC program, similar to the JROTC program here, but here, you know, they get you acclimated with how to be in the military. Whenever you do it in college, if you complete it, you actually commission, so you enter as an officer.
So when I got out, I was in E4, I was a senior airman, and how I achieved it was just through normal testing and job functions and performance evaluations.
Originally, I had a friend in college who was in ROTC, so I joined that because of him, and so it was in ROTC I got familiar with the Army. One of the things I really liked in the Army was I flew in helicopters quite often, and when you fly in, you have to buckle yourself in, but the doors are open, so you can actually look out and see way down to the ground. So I enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun. I worked a lot with tanks and armored personnel carriers, and I rode in those quite often. The Army taught me a lot about professionalism and about management. I learned to manage people, and now I manage students, I hope. And so I learned a lot about that, interacting with other people. Additionally, when I was in the Army, I used to have to give briefings, so I had to stand up in front of other people. And that got me used to speaking in public, and of course now I do that in the classroom all the time.
I'm not kicking down doors or anything anymore, but the way that I talk to folks, the way that I, you know, show appreciation and care for people came from my time in the military.
So what Veterans Day means to me is honoring those that have served their country. I decided to join the military to travel, and so I didn't. And so that's the the funny part is I didn't actually travel until after I was done with the military. But Veterans Day is just honoring those that have decided to selflessly give back to their country.
Veterans Day is just a nice day to remember people who've served in the military, and I really appreciate it, and I think many other people in our country do too.
We really thank all of our veterans for the hard work that they have done. I'm Jasmine Green.
And I'm Mavergeorge.
And this is your SHTV News.